How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be pretty much taking everyone's money. No, of course not. No, that's not what we're going to be doing. Today I wanted to talk about scams that happen in the Duel Arena. In my recent video, the one where I do Ratchet for 2 hours and then go and stake away everything, I actually got scammed in that video, and usually that doesn't happen anymore. When I started the series, it did happen a couple of times because I really didn't know what to look for, but up until now, after a few videos, I actually didn't get scammed once because I know exactly what I'm looking for usually, and I've actually got pretty confident on knowing that I wasn't going to get scammed throughout these videos. However, one actually slipped by me in the recent video, and so I decided that I would make a video for you guys because I know that even though I say in the videos, don't go and stake your bank because you'll probably end up losing, don't come to the Duel Arena and just let me come and lose my money that I made in those 2 hours purely for entertainment. I know that a few of you guys do actually come, and I know that quite a lot of you also come just because I make this video and it probably makes you feel like, you know what, I actually want to go and try that out myself. So I figured I would make this video anyway. We will go over the Duel Arena scams that are very common and then a few that maybe aren't as common, and I will talk about the ones that you need to be looking out for, and I will also mention the one that I missed in this recent video. I wanted to do this because I would feel bad if any of you guys watched my video then went and got scammed as well. Like, I would feel incredibly bad if some of you lost some ridiculous amount of money purely because I incentivized you to go and give it a shot and then you lost to a scam. If you lost fairly, that's your own fault for going to the Duel Arena. I tell you not to go, but if you go and get scammed, then I would kind of feel bad. So let's make this video. Let's go over these scams that you should be looking out for, and if I miss any, guys, the people who do staking a lot, if I miss any, then drop them in the comments below, but I think I've got most of them. So anyway, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. It'll get suggested to others and then we can protect more people. And also, if you're new to the channel, then do subscribe because I'm going to be making a lot more content in the very near future. Anyway, let's start off with the very first one, and probably the most common one that you're going to see. Alright, so we are at the Duel Arena, and I do have my polypore staff, but you can see I'm in full manual mini OC. We're not actually staking, but what we're going to do is, I can pretty much guarantee that if any of these big stakers, like most of them, if I challenge any of them, they're going to be like scammers. So let's just challenge this first person and see if we've got any scams in here that we can talk about. I think this would be a lot easier way for me to show you guys each individual scam, and then if there's any that I can't find in like a short amount of time, then I will just explain those ones to you. Alright, so this is your very typical scammer that you'll see. This is probably the most common one, and I said at the beginning we're getting to the first common one, but this is it. The large rune pouch black. It's kind of hard to see if you are just trying to be quick, but always check the rune pouch slot. So they'll have that in there, and they'll most likely have vengeance runes in there. They may also use the shield that'll block your damage down to 1, which is what happened to me, the disruption shield. But the vengeance is usually what they do from that. So you're going to want to make sure they don't have that. Otherwise, you'll just reflect any damage to yourself, and you'll just pretty much lose every single time. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that one. That is literally the most common one that you will see. There's one other one as well with a runic staff, but I'll talk about that one once we find it. But yeah, large rune pouch black. Keep an eye out for that. That is literally the most common one that you're going to see. Anyway, Kim, no thank you. Alright, so perfect. This is the next one, the runic staff here. So what this will allow you to do is actually, it's so hard to see, as you can see down there. It's like literally so hard to see. If you were just clicking through here like this, oh look, nope, nothing at the top. It's usually hidden right on the bottom, usually here or here. But what it allows you to do is attune this to a spell. And this will allow you to cast a higher level spell than the polypore staff. So they'll use this against you, and they just basically give their odds of winning a hell of a lot more. So there's a good chance if they use this, that you're just not going to win. But yeah, just watch out for that. It's really difficult for you to see. And that's literally just how they get away with it. Just hide it at the bottom somewhere. So when you open this window up, literally just have a look down the bottom, make sure you check for a rune pouch. That staff is real. I've got struck by that before, so just keep an eye out for that. Definitely this is probably the second most common scam that there is out there. Alright, so this next one that I'm going to show you is actually one that I lost my 100 mil stake to in my previous video. Now, this is one that I have not seen before, or if I have, I've just noticed it a lot quicker and actually not noticed it in this one. But for some reason, I just didn't notice this. Anyway, basically what they did is they used disruption shield to reduce one of my attacks down to 1. I was probably going to win this stake as the first hit was a max hit, and then they used disruption shield, and of course that leveled things out. Even though they did that, it was a very close stake. However, take a look at their inventory. They have plenty of stuff there to distract you. They have 2 Santa hats, a Halloween mask, and then they have the max cash, and then they have the shards as well. But in between those, There's literally just those 3 rune piles there. Now, this is just enough runes for them to cast the Disruption Shield spell, and this literally will just reduce the next attack down to 1 damage. So in a duel, because they've got magic enabled, they can cast this. So I missed out on this. I didn't notice it. For some reason, I even had the conversation in my head that none of the stuff in here was bad. I was purely just looking at these. I got distracted by these. I think because I was recording as well and talking at the same time, I maybe just didn't notice it. But I was so used to just checking for the runic staff and the rune pouch that because they didn't have that, there just wasn't, it just didn't tick in my head that I needed to pay attention to this as well. But keep an eye out for this, because this is absolutely one that can get you. This is probably the next most common one that I will say you will probably see, as all the other ones that I will be talking about soon are just ones that I've not actually run into myself, but they're definitely out there. So I just wanted to let you guys know about those as well. But this one, keep an eye out for these runes. Anyone that has runes in their inventory, just don't bother staking them. Any runes, any food, all that sort of stuff, just sack them off, move on to the next person. There's plenty of people here. Just don't bother. It's not worth the risk. Alright, so the next one is actually going to be the enabling summoning people. Now, in my experience, these people are stood around the edges of the duel arena, and I'm not sure if there's a reason for that. Maybe you have to be stood there to actually do that, but I could be wrong, so just keep that in mind that it could be anywhere. Either way, what you're going to want to do is, let's see if we can challenge anyone that's on the outside and see if they actually have it. But even if we just get into any stake, I'll just be able to show you the settings and stuff. So I will press use favorite, which I know is absolutely fine. And let's just check if this guy's actually scamming. He's not. But usually you would have them here. They'll tick enable summoning. They'll probably put their favorites up first. But as long as you press your use favorite, you'll be absolutely fine. If that flashes, if anything's flashing, if it goes red anywhere, double check this. Make sure you press use favorite again or anything like that. If you see enable summoning, what they will do is they will go in with a Ripper Demon and they will probably just completely wreck you. There's no way you'll win if they get a summon in there and you don't. Just keep an eye out for that. It is fairly common, but not as common as the other ones, as I think it's kind of too easy to see. But there's definitely some people that do it. So just keep an eye out. It has happened to me, I think, ages ago, maybe on the very first episode even. But yeah, just keep a watch out for that one. To be honest, the last things for me to go over is more or less just keeping an eye out who you are going up against. Just check out their inventory. If they have anything in there that doesn't look like it should be there, then just don't bother staking them and go on to somebody else. For example, this guy here has an Avaronic wand. Now, it's level 1, but I guarantee you that one there's a good reason why you shouldn't be able to use that. Look, this is what it is. He's taken off this, so this means that you can't use two-handed weapons. Everything looks good, right? Like, everything looks fine, but if I press use favorite, that's going to change, and he will probably decline now, but that wand will allow him to attack me, but not me to attack him. So there you go, it's changed back. So just keep an eye out for the inventory. If there's anything that's not just like a ring of dueling or a look of the dwarves and shards, that sort of stuff, then don't bother staking them. I got stung with that in my last video. Not worth doing. Just move on to the next person. There's so many people here that you can find someone else. So like I said, don't risk it. Don't look at the inventory and think, yeah, that looks okay, I suppose. I don't think that could be a scam. It probably is. Don't even bother. Just move on to someone else. It literally doesn't take that long to find somebody else. So just keep your money safe. That's pretty much going to be it though, guys, because there's not really much else for me to go over. I've covered stuff like the summons, and I've covered stuff like the rune pouch, the runic staff, and things like just keeping an eye out in the inventory for runes, all that good stuff. That is pretty much it. Make sure they're not equipped anything that they shouldn't be. You should just literally have a polypore staff and nothing else on them. People do forget to put their ring of dueling away like myself, but you know, that's not that big of a deal. But in all honesty, guys, the safest way to not get scammed at the duel arena is to just not come to the duel arena. Now, I say this, and it does kind of seem a bit, you know, hypocritical, seeing as I'm here quite a lot for the videos, but just remember, guys, when I do these videos, I just sit down with a mindset of I'm going to do PVM for 2 hours, and then whatever I get, I'm taking to duel arena and just bringing that to stake. I don't use anything that's mine before that, and I get a video out of it, and you guys get to enjoy the video, and well, hopefully you enjoy the video, and it's really just a win-win for me. Even if I lose, I still win because I get a video that you guys seem to enjoy, and they're really fast for me to make, and I enjoy doing them as well. But like I say, if you do end up coming here, then just keep an eye out for the scams that I did mention, and hopefully you guys don't lose any money. Anyway, I really appreciate you all watching. Hopefully, this has opened your eyes to a few of the scams that are out there, and even some that you may not have known about. And if there is, then leave a like on the video. And of course, do subscribe if you are new. I hope that you guys stake very safely in the future. And I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye. Look at that freaking Ripper Demon. See, someone in there is using the enable summoning thing, and that Ripper Demon will freaking take your head off. As always, thank you so much to my channel members. We have Andy V and Griffo Tubes. You guys are absolutely awesome, so thank you very, very much. If anyone else is interested in seeing the perks that you do get for being a channel member, you will get things like early access to videos with no ads, stuff like that, some emotes and stuff. But there is a join button next to the subscribe button if you want to check those perks out.